Introducing your co-hosts, Chedda Mike, Lil Mattress, and Dave. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. Scoop of gravy on the news or you missed it. We got you covered. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. Scoop of gravy on the news or you missed it. We got you covered. 3-piece and a biscuit.
So fuck homeless people, right, guys? Episode 20.
Tell them where we at.
Episode 22, 3-piece and a biscuit. Starting off homeless. Start from the bottom. Now we're here. 22. Catch 22, right?
Yes.
22. The rideshare idiot here, just the driver. Gentlemen, introduce yourself. Welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Idiot.
The inside joke, but this is your boy Chedda Mike over here. Shout out to the Google Plus app, the Steam team, right?
Supreme Steam Team.
Supreme.
Yeah.
Steam
Oh, you didn't hear.
Steam.
You didn't hear real quick. We'll get into it after.
We've been getting
getting
flagged.
flagged. So
Flagged
yeah.
on Steam. What's up with that? Let us know.
So we got our flags though. We'll collect flags.
Putting the flags up.
It's a false flag. But,
Get
yeah,
your flags up.
Get your flags up. Over here on this side of the booth, on this side of the bucket, Lil Mattress, LilMattress on all social media there.
Yes.
Pick up the new album. Don't pick it up because nobody buys shit anymore. Listen to the new
Stream
album,
that
Pumpernickel. Stream it on all streaming devices. Anywhere that you can get digital music, you can listen to that right there. Pumpernickel spelled normal. I don't spell rap style.
No,
if you will.
hold on one second. To the millennials, okay? It's pumpernickel is not spelled Normal, okay? So it's the actual word pumpernickel.
Bars?
Okay, we're not going to assist you in that because I can't spell it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hey, listen, if you start it in Google, they'll finish it for you.
fix it.
Yes.
Yes.
And also, man, hit this
autocorrect.
hotline, 203-941-0045. Call or text. This is episode 22, the motherfucking deuce.
Especially those Google Plus people out there. I had a couple trolls the other day. Oh, actually today.
Yeah,
I was
nice.
trying to,
Trolling,
I thought we had
trolling.
freedom of thought and speech and expression, but one dude posted something. It looked like a big dookie turd from outer space, and he was upset because I posted it. I mean, if someone posts something, if you post it, you could disable comments, right? So if you choose not to disable,
Yeah, well,
be prepared to get the comments, right?
Yeah.
or maybe or maybe just hoping
But
that
silence
silence
that
one.
has a problem, you could call in.
203-941-0045.
He doesn't like
He
Cheddar.
ain't gonna call
Yeah,
in.
he's
He
not
don't
a
like
fan
the
of Cheddar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old and moldy.
But you know what it
Lindbergh
is, man, is people...
He's a from under kind of guy.
From under.
Nowadays, people aren't okay with being criticized about anything at all.
No one is.
They
No one
lose
is.
their
No,
mind.
we all are.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
that's
world
why.
we live in.
Not all of us, because there's plenty of times that you could hear criticism and not like there's levels to this shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Heavy.
big levels to like you can take constructive criticism or like even if somebody makes a light jab making fun of it, yeah, it's funny. But
Yeah.
like there's also people who are like, no, I cannot hear any criticism about anything that I do. Shut it down, delete it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
There's that type
because
of thing,
that's
too.
and again because I think those will say because those are the extremes, and because of the extremes get loud, and maybe that's really what you hear. So I agree that there is a common core type of sound judgment, or we like to believe. But yeah, no, you're right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's
Or you could sound like
if there's a problem, it's loud. So yeah.
Or it's very, very high confidence in yourself. You just think you're right, like because
Well,
you
it's
always
gonna
see
happen. It's gonna be passion. Passion is what makes it all
Passion.
happen. Passion in the action. But interesting week, episode 22. Interesting fact. You ready?
Let me say
22nd president of the United States.
Let them
Yeah.
know.
203-941-0045. Win a t-shirt, a white t-shirt. Actually, this t-shirt right
First
here.
person to Google,
Okay.
text it, and hit send.
And you might catch $100.
Here's a clue, okay? Sesame Street, Ohio.
Hello.
Ernie
Bert.
Yes, that's who we're talking about.
wow.
That's who we're talking about. I thought we had that one, no?
No. Grover, Cleveland.
Super Grove, yes.
All right. So you
Yes.
gentlemen have not been to Sesame Street in a while. Have never been to Sesame Street, but that's okay because where we are going today is for a moment to the NBA Finals. Maybe we're
Okay.
finally
I was
here.
gonna
But real
say
quick,
that-
if I can
okay.
interject about Sesame Street, I
That makes me
remember
wanna pick up a
Oh
book.
no! we keep it on Sesame Street. Go ahead, finish what you got.
I
Have some
remember a
Sesame
while
Street
ago,
news.
me and you. It was
You and I. No.
You and I.
Grandma Nazi.
No, see, now I can't handle that. You had just corrected me, so I'm out of here, guys.
Exactly.
I remember it was right after we graduated high school. We were doing a summer thing, just pretty much getting messed up, writing raps and all that. And I remember one night we were in your room, late night, yo, put on that romantic music.
Okay.
And I remember we're all messed up and Sesame Street was on and we were watching it and it was like, but it wasn't the part with the stuffed Muppets and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was the part where they teach you stuff. And I remember we were both like, yo, it's brainwashing. Like, dude, because it's real, like, monotone shit. And, like, and you must wash your hands every day to keep them clean because you need to keep them clean. Like, it was really, really weird.
Let me ask you this, though, because we also are the generation that strive and point people out to saying when somebody does something wrong, we're just like, common sense!
Yeah.
You don't... Okay, so here's the thing. How did you get common sense? I think by repeat and repetitive motion. So unfortunate that it wasn't the parent's voice, but I'm with you.
Repetition of
I'm with you that it sounds like, you know, I think that they're definitely about it, you know. But so listen to this. Keeping it on Muppets for a second. This is recent news. I know you guys haven't heard about
that
this
movie. Looks garbage.
It does. Okay.
What,
Talking about the
movie?
Happy Time Murders.
I don't know about this. Tell me.
Okay. There is a movie being made with
No Sesame, All Street.
Muppets.
Is the tagline.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the
No
tagline.
Sesame, All Street. Okay.
Yeah.
Where there's a without giving the only thing I can really read is what's out there, but it's basically a Muppet movie starring Melissa McCarthy. But also produced on it was Jim Henson's son. I don't know his name, but the Henson son. But
Jim
Sesame
Jr.
Street was kind of opposed to it. But yeah, so the Muppets are going to be murdering Sesame Street, the people behind Sesame Street.
So this is the whole memes. You see a Kermit and them smoking and doing all the things. This is
you see even more now. We're probably gonna get flooded with them. Like the brace yourself. Like you got to make the meme of Kermit in the King of the North. Brace yourself. Like the Muppet murder memes are coming.
Muppets are coming.
They're coming.
No, but it's one of those. It's supposed to be a buddy cop type movie, but like it honestly looks like you would remember back in the day these commercials. Like you would see this. Preview start to play and then Energizer Bunny would come across. Like it was one of those. I saw the preview. I'm like, this is real. It looks really fucking garbage, and I hope that it's completely treated like that and completely rejected.
But a lot of movies
they don't make it again.
So could this lead to independent movies of people taking the decentralized Muppets into the Muppet Star Wars?
It's already
Muppet Scarface, Muppet,
but here's the
GOT,
thing, though.
Muppet.
You could
Muppet Ballers, you know.
If there was somebody I think that wanted to put that
Muppet
much
currency.
time and passion into
Muppet Coin,
theater and
the new crypto Muppet currency.
I mean, where do you go with that though?
Man, it looks
Kermit Coin would be killer.
So
Kermit
fucking
Coin,
bad though. Like
Piggy
it's
bank, no.
like imagine it trying to be like a serious like cop movie, but then one of them is like the chief is a Muppet, and you're just supposed to suspend disbelief and it's just
but again, it also has Melissa
garbage.
McCarthy, who's not going out for like.
Wait,
I'm sure
what's
one
her name?
Melissa McCarthy.
Okay.
She's the
thinking
shorter.
Jenny.
She's the shorter. Yeah, she's her cousin.
Okay.
I can't even tell you some other movies that she's done. But
She was
she's,
in Bridesmaids. She was the one on the plane that was trying to say that the guy was a air marshal and fucking with him.
She's the heavy-set comedian who's had a good run of money. She does stuff with Justin Bateman, a whole bunch of people. I think Owen Wilson.
Hey, yo, fat girl, come here. I get sick of this.
Yeah, she probably did some stuff to that song too, and whenever. But she could take a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We all can.
Yeah, I don't think she's bad, but even like
I'll
judge.
I agree. The whole thing is,
I'll judge the book by the cover, man. It looks garbage.
I would
garbage.
Agree.
It's one of those like they're just playing off of like Muppets aren't supposed to do this, and that's the premise of the fucking movie.
And we're so paper thin
that leads
in
to
this
anarchy
day
to
of
anyone
age.
do that.
We're so paper thin that you know what I'm saying, like negativity is better than positive press. You know what I'm saying? If this comes out crappy, hey, if they make their little run and say we don't have enough for the sequel, whatever,
Probably get more
it's gonna be
Muppet
done.
porn.
I think it's
Yeah, believe me, like I'm not.
know.
I think it's out there though because of that
It already
Rule
is.
46 though.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to protect the sanctity of the Muppets. It looks garbage, and it's not
Sanctity of the Muppets. That's a good
Sanctity
movie.
of the Muppets. I think that's
some,
a new Metallica album. That's a new
Yeah.
Metallica album.
Or an album or something. But yeah, there you go. What was the other one? So getting into crappy movies. I told you guys I saw Solo. That was kind of
Was it
kind
crappy?
of crappy. Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
I've noticed that the promotion,
and I don't mean to
has
bash it to
dropped.
jump
Hasn't
on
it
that.
gone crap ever since Lucas was out the crap or no?
No, they put out a couple good ones.
Yeah.
The one where, spoiler alert, Solo dies.
Yeah.
I mean, this
the first
is 5
one,
years
the
ago.
return of everything.
Yeah.
When they said, no, we're gonna do this seriously, like just
Where the-
regardless
Wait,
of
So
Jar Jar
is there
Binks
any
era.
movie where we don't know what's gonna happen? Because I
In all
mean,
of them, I
isn't all
guess.
this like a?
This movie is an origin story of
Okay.
sorts, but people are complaining because of the origin story of it.
Because it's wrong.
No,
And it
not so
doesn't.
much
It
that it's
doesn't. It
wrong.
doesn't
Here's the
relate to.
Okay, so
The
there's-
diehard fans, or
Yeah, anybody right now I think has a Star Wars opinion because it's what, a 30-year-old movie, 40-year-old movie.
is this like the hate between Star Wars and Star Trek? No.
I don't know. I guess you could say that maybe they could have gone into
fan fight? I
could have
don't
gone
know.
into things a little bit better. But for what it's worth, like I said, thumbs up. Kids will love it. You know what I'm saying? Adults take it
I
for
gotta
what it's
watch
worth.
it, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
your opinion. They're like assholes. Yours is probably just shitty or just fucking got something stuck up in it like ours.
Yeah.
Wipe
So-
it.
Stinky poo, stinky.
But yeah, no. Anything else? Movies? You guys? We haven't gone to any movies, right? We don't go to movies together. Just so you know.
I mean, entertainment, no. Well, yeah, entertainment, yes. Movies, no.
All right,
Yeah,
but,
I haven't seen
entertainment
any
news
good movies
or
lately.
No, I haven't. I haven't been going to the movies at all, but
Netflix
One day.
been doing it. I've been hearing there's a lot of good shows on Netflix, but I only catch bits and pieces of it.
I've been still on the whole Cody tip. The
Yeah,
whole Cody Fire
yeah.
Stick, trying to get, shitty ass movies when they're early.
Arr, piracy here. Piracy here. But obviously, well, biggest news, I guess.
Can I get
biggest,
penalized for that?
Biggest news. Well, speaking of penalized, yes, penalization. Biggest news this week is probably Roseanne, right?
Yeah.
For her comments. Do we need to go back
Remarks
into it?
of
Who wants to go ahead
Planet
and
of the Apes.
who wants to bury it, pick the scab, or just
I think what they tried to do was compare her to Bill Maher, and Bill Maher was saying
Now
some
they
fucked
are.
up shit.
Now,
they're
yeah.
trying to be like, well, they're trying to give Roseanne energy to fight back, but I don't think she wants to fight back. To be honest, I think she's content.
I
It
heard.
sucks for all the other actors and actresses.
I heard. Okay.
Yes.
That Ambien
Possibly.
makes you racist, and that's true.
But so she's having a bit of a nervous breakdown.
Is she?
I saw something was
Yeah.
following because of the show. Again, it's spooky, but when the show was coming out, I did Google it. You know what I'm saying, some information. So obviously there was Roseanne stuff that was showing up in my feed. But anyways, when this was all going down, like I was kind of following it at the same time. But she postponed her podcast. And then she did it like 24 hours later. But when she did it, like, the person who does it with her, like, wanted to delay it. She was like sobbing. It was like,
Yeah.
we might see a Roseanne nervous breakdown coming up.
Yeah.
But
Interesting. I like to see
I
that.
don't know.
Also, she was supposed
she-
to
she
do
went
Joe
crazy
Rogan's
already.
podcast, and he came out and said,
Yeah, he
like,
said, "We're not
yeah,
doing-
she-
yeah."
we're not
She
doing
can't
it
handle
today.
the pressure
She's
right
not
now.
doing it
No.
right now, which is completely
But
understandable.
even him
and
saying
that's not.
adds gas. Like, yeah, she's fucking up right
No,
now.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, it's out of
but
respect
also
to-
you have to let people know why she's not doing it
Yeah,
too.
it was
you know?
polite. It was polite.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right. You're
it was
right.
polite, but also, take a week off, chill the fuck out. Like, you don't need to, because this is the thing I kept reading on the news when there was like, she breaks her Twitter fast. Like, bro, she posted 3 fucking hours ago. She wasn't like off Twitter.
Yeah,
like, calm the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
she just needs to go away for a week. Get your mind together, get your thoughts together, come back and say what you want to say. Like, the Ambien excuse is fucking hilarious, but
Yeah.
and that's that knee jerk of like, dude, I take Ambien.
Scapegoat.
Yeah, there's some weird shit that happens on it, but like, you don't automatically become racist because you're taking Ambien. You know what I'm saying? I was racist
Ambien
before
didn't
that.
create that.
But and
It's a
here,
joke.
here's the part
That
about
joke,
it though.
yeah.
Yes, it was a joke and it would work with a crowd, but like, well, go back to your stand-up thing and do that joke there.
Yeah, yeah.
Let it, you know what I'm saying, blaze a trail there. But like,
Then it'd be
laying in the
the,
fucking couch saying that shit, like, I don't
Who
think
knows?
he did.
Exactly.
It might have turned into that Kramer incident where didn't he just fucking?
Well, he buried himself
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
wants to
Yeah.
do anything.
I
with
mean,
him.
but he
was
was
retarded.
saying
Well,
the
here-
N-word with the ER on the end.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it wasn't
yeah.
like,
Oh, no, there was no. He was
Yeah,
picking
no, you're right.
scabs.
There's-
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah,
comparison.
he was picking
No
scabs.
comparison.
But okay, speaking of no comparison though, trying to tie this to Samantha Bee's recent comments, and then still trying to tie on
Who is
the
Samantha
whole
Bee
Colin
again? 'Cause
Kaepernick
I
thing.
keep thinking that sounds like a female rapper.
No,
it definitely does.
right? Yeah, no, but she has a what would the term be? What's the term for that? For the
What would the
white,
term be?
white social justice warrior.
She's a talking head.
Yeah.
That's really
So, and most of her stuff comes from Comedy Central. Anyway, she had some disparaging things to say about Ivanka Trump. So people came back and
Ivanka.
said,
She said that wild word that there's the one word that you can't say to women, and it's cunt. And she called her
a feckless, which I was more. Here's that whole comment, the whole
Feckless what?
cunt.
Feckless cunt. Okay.
Making sure.
My whole thing about it though was just like,
Cunt
everyone.
is what it was.
I think more people were like, "What's feckless mean?" That's where
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
at. I was more confused.
Feckless
I thought
means
that's what they
it
were.
lacks a lot of feck. So if you can't lack feck, you feckless.
But see, that's how everything went over on everybody because there was
So
also
they were
a
saying this
side.
about Ivanka.
Yes,
How
that's
come-
what she
well,
said.
I know. Doesn't Trump have other daughters that people like to hate on, or no? Is it just
No,
Ivanka mostly?
just yeah.
It's
just,
mostly Ivanka, but there was one other that he had one daughter from
Tiffany.
one marriage.
Tiffany?
Tiffany's on the lay low.
Isn't she like the party one?
Yep. Not
Yeah,
Ivanka.
well,
the Tiffany is.
Tiffany's the
But I know-
my father, blah blah blah.
No, I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
go
she's-
Instagram my titties. And
No,
sometimes
no,
I was on it the other day.
no.
She was definitely.
This
was
is
definitely more in,
extreme.
like,
Yeah,
the-
this is definitely.
She was definitely more into like the party scene stuff, and like
Yeah.
she wasn't quote acting how they wanted her to act. You know, that type of thing.
But at the same time, though, I let me stop.
She was a
I don't
loose
want
cannon.
to defend her. But so going back to it, but there was an overall insult towards Trump, kind of liking his daughter.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
been going all
no,
over
but
the
see,
place.
here's the thing,
Yeah.
though. That seemed like bigger than the whole feckless cunt thing. You know what I'm saying? Be like, why don't you just,
Maybe that is what relates to the fecking.
maybe.
Hello.
There's a connection there. But I was gonna say, speaking of postponement, it's a little sidetrack, but postponing. Why is Elon Musk postponing his people taking a trip to the moon ride?
because Musk doesn't know what he's doing. I say we let's stick with Roseanne for a second. I think we
Rosie
should
Posey?
pass that.
We were supposed
We
to
got
answer
plenty of
Trump,
time.
though. I mean,
we got
come on
plenty of
now.
time because Trump actually endorsed Roseanne shortly before her breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are saying that Roseanne should still have her job. Roseanne lost her job because of this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
everybody.
lost her
John
job.
Goodman, the real reason.
that's
let's
really
be
then-
honest.
You
What,
gotta talk
the
to the,
Roseanne show. Did you
producers
care
and,
about Roseanne? No, I think John Goodman was to me. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. Even Darlene. You know what I'm saying? Like there was an attachment to her character,
all
but
the people
Roseanne
didn't
was
come
just
back
kind of.
just for Roseanne. They came back for the
It
whole.
was the show. It was the family. It was the Connor family. It wasn't
Yeah.
Roseanne.
They came
Connor.
back for the Connors,
Well,
not for
and that's
Roseanne.
the thing too, is that even in it, Roseanne was not the main focus of the show when
that
it was
the
back on. Like
again,
I
that
watched
was
a couple
the
episodes.
beauty,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, of the show.
The
you know?
ensemble.
But I think we were just being in a day and age like the show's basically gone. They're wondering what to do right now. There's a potential
Yeah.
I think a
There's
Connor
talk about
show.
rebooting it about somebody else
the
in
Connors
the show.
might
Yeah.
be the Darlene show. But
Who owns it though? Is it
Roseanne with
ABC?
somebody
ABC, is
else, yeah, and yeah, right.
So
and
technically, if they want to stomp it out like a fucking, it's done.
right, yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But right now, I think people are sensitive to the fact that Roseanne, yeah, cool, fuck her, let her lose her job. But the amount of people that work on the show, it's a couple
They're
hundred
just
people that
happy
lost
to
their
see
job, not just her.
Roseanne get smacked in the face.
No,
with a
not at
Well,
all.
no,
not
a
at
lot of
all.
people
It
are.
was just like
A lot
just
of
like
people are, yes, a lot of people are. But I'm talking about from ABC, from their perspective, they're like, okay, cool, fuck Roseanne, but still, we have a couple hundred people here that just lost their job because this bitch just did racist tweet on Ambien.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Yep.
so they're trying to figure out a way to maybe reboot it with the same cast, same like so a ton of people don't lose their job, you know, because they did this season and then they got renewed for a second season. So all these people in the business are just like, I'm good for the next year. Like I got a solid
They should
job,
make
I got all that
Roseanne
stuff.
die in the show from texting and driving, and it'd be a good thing. For
with the
everybody.
right tied into the Uber thing, right? She's
Yeah.
an Uber driver. You know what
She
though?
was
See,
hit by a driver.
I mean,
Uber.
but
Yeah.
And that would be
Elon
oh
Musk.
my God! The Starman comes
Yeah,
crashing
Starman
down
comes
from the
down.
sky while she's doing an Uber.
ABC, you paying attention?
Oh my God, Roseanne
We got
too.
him.
But now the Samantha
Think
Bee
tank.
thing, it was weird because it seemed like they tried to make that seem like it was that bad as well.
It's always
which
a
was
tit for
just-
tat. It's
Yep.
always tit for
And
tat.
it was no.
Always.
Like, listen, you can call somebody a cunt 1,000 times a day.
Hey.
I understand that fucking women, that's their trigger word, and that they're like, oh my God,
No.
that's the word that's not okay. But like,
Here, that's the trigger word. Go ahead, finish.
what do you mean here?
Well, because just speaking of go to Uber real quick, there's a lot of people that I pick up from like other countries, mainly like those waspy like British and Irish.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
they're calling all their buddies cunts and
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
my mate's a cuntin, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You're just
yeah.
like, whoa, don't you? It's just like, no, you know, grab my mate by the cuntin, you know.
Yeah. No,
And
I
here,
understand that
you know-
in different countries, but like in here
Yeah,
in America,
here-
that's like the N word for women. It's fucking ridiculous. It doesn't carry that much
Yeah,
weight, but to
just
them,
like bitch, you
it
know
does.
what I'm saying? Anywhere else in the
Yep.
world, it is still the female dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
It's
yep, yep,
crazy.
yep.
Ah.
It
Yeah.
comes a point in time when you got to be bigger than the word.
yeah, exactly. It's
And
cool,
be
cool.
you, right? The individual.
So it's odd that then they try to compare like, listen, Roseanne came out and said that this woman looked like a Muslim mixed with Planet of the Apes, and she's talking about a black woman.
Yep.
And then Samantha Bee calls this woman a cunt. One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah.
Like these are
No,
not
but
the
some
same
people don't
fucking
see
things.
That though, that's what the. Oh my God, people
Exactly.
are
No,
not
I'm saying
seeing it.
if
You know.
that-
The beauty of it all.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but see,
not.
no, but see, and that's the Maganish of it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the Maganish, okay? Because you have this
Craziness.
that is just leading everything, and just people
Yep.
are just like saying no, but I could believe what I want, unless
Yep.
like you know. So
no, even like that.
critical thinking is crazy thinking right now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I used to think it was like a dope ass way to be like, you know, and then it kind of became a backhanded jab, and now it's just like, oh, that means you're crazy, huh?
Yeah.
You know,
Like, wait, you're putting thought
everybody
into this?
wants
Calm
to
down.
be, yeah, everybody wants to be.
No,
a
but
fucking-
even like in that issue, that woman Tommy Loran, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
her last
yeah,
name,
yeah.
She came out to her followers and was like, "Yo, chill. Roseanne's wrong.
Yeah,
Stop trying
yeah,
to defend this
yeah,
shit."
yeah, yeah.
And you know, I'm not a fan of her. She's a odd character,
Feckless
but
oh,
yeah. But even like when she's coming out and going like, "Yo, someone can be wrong,"
yeah,
and
yeah.
she was wrong.
I think
so
I even
stop,
saw
you know?
somewhere about Bill O'Reilly like came out of his coffin real quick, like shot a tweet out, was just like, "Yo, Fox and Hounds, pull back, pull back."
That's what we need.
That's fucking funny.
No, but serious, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
had
The
Tommy
world
and
needs.
you know what I'm saying? I'm curious what fucking the weirdo, fucking Ben the Weirdo had to say about it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
Shapiro?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, you know, because
Double check.
Roban, you know.
Let's get a live feed on his ass right now.
I'm assuming he thought it was wrong. I would hope. like,
Yeah, I would
you know.
hope. But Star
I would
Wars.
hope.
So the only hope was in Star Wars. A New Hope, was that it?
You know, there's
Right,
people that
New
think
Hope.
that Donald Trump is the Great White Hope.
Great White Dope.
Great White Hope. Uh-oh.
Gotta switch that over to the other
Let's see.
side, but yeah. So, but in Magalicious news, we're gonna
Maga.
be You were telling me that you had heard that the Korea stuff is back on.
Yeah, back
Yeah?
on. And this was
Still the same date or just saying back? Because recently,
On the
people are moving. We were talking
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? There was a guy from North Korea that was coming down, like you know, I think he came into like New Jersey or something. Then on
They
to
thought
Washington.
the summit was about to plummet.
Oh,
Yeah.
but Saturday morning.
And Trump said, "This is how we run it."
Yeah.
But Saturday morning, as far as I know, I
Cartoons.
mean, now we're recording this on a Sunday, but Saturday morning, yesterday, it was on. It was and it was
Yeah.
back on because
I was sleeping. What happened?
The
you know,
meeting, the summit.
Yeah.
So
summit
North Korea and
between
South
North
Korea, no.
and America
Yes.
has been off on, off
Yep,
on,
yep,
off
I
on.
remember all that.
And but actually, one of the high aides from North Korea have actually visited the White House,
Yes.
talked to Donald Trump, did the whole
Not
thing, buttered
HIV
him up.
AIDS, but yeah,
Uh-uh.
yeah, because that's some
helper,
conspiracy
a helper.
shit. Yeah.
Conspiracy.
And now it's back on. But like we said, there's still time before the actual summit for it to go back and forth and back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah, yeah.
I heard there's a summit gonna happen between Trump and Putin, and obviously you know when,
They've met a couple times.
a
Though,
couple
yeah.
times, but you know they just threw the word summit in there, so I thought it was important. But it's interesting how people didn't want Trump to congratulate Putin for when he won, and it's like, why not?
Yeah, well, I think it's a list of things that he had done because again, there's fumblings. You have to admit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Well,
if
here's
he
my thing. So people thinking Russia. Putin's been doctoring the elections right to win all the time. Or
no, he's just
He's been winning fairly.
all he's saying is just like, dude, I know fucking spy games. You know fucking spy games. Like, handle your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Don't
think Putin's
blame
saying
me.
like you're like, for example,
He's saying-
Putin's getting away with the things that Hillary's been trying to do.
If I
A spectacular move by Vladimir Putin.
That's what the world like. For some reason, the world is against Putin because he's
Well,
independent.
No,
It's
here's,
me against the
Independent
Pope.
Putin. The IP address.
All right,
It's
so
me against the
really
Pope.
depending on who you speak to, all right.
don't
Seems
see
a lot
nothing
of
wrong
people
with
coming from
Trump
Russia.
and
If you're
Putin.
speaking to
TP.
people,
TP.
speaking people from Russia and how their the economy and stuff is going, supposedly is not the greatest place to live.
Yeah.
You know, so
You know what that
the
just
man's
popped
been
up
in
and made me
power for
think?
24 years. Hold on one second. You want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
conspiracy?
That's what I'm asking.
He was a KGB agent, okay?
Well, yep.
KGB's who? Our CIA,
Yep.
right? So the man knows
People they
stuff.
got-
Okay,
yep,
now here,
exactly.
24 years as the Russian president. There was a break of 4 years where he was the prime minister to some other, you know what I'm saying, to some other country. All right, so now keep in mind now, 24 years of president, okay, a liaison to other countries, KGB. Now, if you know where Russia is in those other parts of the country, that's some motherfucking Bond shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he
That's
would
why
be
the
the ultimate.
nations. Yeah.
You know.
That's why he's riding horseback with the shirt off.
But
listen,
yeah, is it a horse or a mule or something? It's
He's
some
been on
Russia, it's a
horseback with
Russian
the
horse.
shirt
off. Yeah,
yeah.
It's a I think they have buffaloes or something out there.
But
Shout out
no,
to
that
Putin.
actually what you're saying just sparked the mind about. There's that new commercial out with Ted Danson where he's slinging Smirnoff vodka,
Yep.
and it just from you saying that, it reminded me. He says in it, you think this is made in Russia, but it's not. Blah blah blah, and then goes into it. And
Yep.
I didn't think about that before, but that it makes sense now. Like, listen, it's vodka. Let's plug it home. It's not made in Russia. You know, it's made in America.
Exactly.
And
Hey, it's been
Speaking
the
of made-
longest
oh.
time though. It's even rocky. You know what I'm saying? Like Russia's basically been there's something, you know. Like so you can
even
get
in
biblical
wrestling,
about
man,
it.
in wrestling, the evil
yes.
Russian has always been the bad guy.
Always, yeah.
And
Shout out to Nikolai Volkov, right?
Exactly.
That's a Chinese
That's
version.
what I'm saying, though. Isn't it odd, though, that we're always, the media and everything, we're always getting pushed in their face that they're the bad guys, and it's possible that they're not? That's what I'm trying to say. But leading to Made in America. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Made in America.
No, Made in America.
This show is.
It's just Putin against the
We were
world.
talking about with Trump and Russia, and I was going to bring up the terrorists, but
You want to go to the moon?
no.
Oh.
But there's, I was at.
Yo,
Big-
just
I was
really-
at
just let me
Ocean
say
City,
one thing
I was
real
at-
quick.
I want to say this real quick because I want to get it while it's hot. Biscuit. I was at the store and I'm seeing all these American flags, and I'm tired of American flags being made in China. Okay.
Okay.
Shout out to Trump. Let's do something about this.
Make
Okay.
them in Russia.
Hey, can't you at least get them made at the same place your
Can we
ties
make
are
them in
made?
Russia, please?
Right? Well, because the next cheapest place is in Mexico, and I think that'll look really
Nah,
bad.
I just think
Just
it-
throw
I
the
feel you,
boxes
though.
over the wall. Come
That's
on.
what I'm saying. I just think it'd be
Yeah.
great for our flag to be made in America.
100%.
I feel you 1,000%,
Yeah, I think it totally
so.
just. You know how long it's been. Yeah, but
And
how
because
much?
you know what, too?
How much was that flag?
Like, I will seriously
How much was that
take
flag?
that as my responsibility. If that's the case, you want to pay me the money to make you American flag in America, I'll fucking do it. Don't have that shit done in China, okay?
But that's how much. Think,
I
how
ain't
much
got
was
nothing
that
wrong
flag?
against Chinese people.
How much was that flag?
It was pretty cheap, but that's fine. I'll give it to
You
you
do it cheap
same
labor.
But that's the
fucking
thing,
price.
too, is yeah, exactly. The flag is dirt cheap,
I
but
don't think
it
your daughter
shouldn't
knows
be.
how to sew yet. In order to get the man hours,
She ain't even involved in this. This is all me. All my hands carving this shit. The wood.
Yeah. But that's the thing, too, is that,
Tip of the spear,
we
baby.
go overseas because of cheap labor, but an actual American flag doesn't have to be cheap. You know what I mean? Like, you, as an American, you should be able to, throw up some
value in
dollars.
something.
and pay for
Yeah, I'm feeling that. The finest
Value.
materials.
That's worth one Bitcoin.
the
But back against Putin real quick, I could just imagine like how the Kardashians have a reality show. I would love to see a Putin reality show, Putin against the world. Like, that would be
Yeah.
the funniest
That's
shit.
pretty much what you see every day.
With
on
the
that
intros
fucking
and
media.
have them doing the faces looking, you pretend that you got caught by the camera. It's just Putin against the world.
It's like a Office Space version of Putin.
Exactly.
You heard the
love
Putin
to
story
see
on
it.
Robert Kraft, right?
No, tell me. About
So,
Kraft cheese? I love
Robert-
that shit.
Robert
Tell me
Kraft,
about the Putin. Tell me
Owner
about
of
the
your
Putin.
New England Patriots, right?
Okay, yep. What happened?
Goes to visit Russia, and he's wearing, you know what I'm saying, Robert Kraft wearing a Super Bowl rings.
They're not my Patriots. I am a Patriot.
Well, I'm just-
That's why I want the flag made in America.
So,
go ahead.
so Mr. Putin comments on how nice the ring is. Kraft takes it out to show him. Now, I don't know if you've seen these Super Bowl rings.
Takes that shit.
Takes that shit, puts that shit on his finger. It fits. Puts that shit in his pocket. Kraft does not have that ring.
Wow.
Facts. Kraft tells the story. He told
Kraft
the story
facts.
2 times. Told the story. It was just like, I think he took it from me, and then he went and said, yeah, it was a gift, to a world leader.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, can I get some Mobb Deep shook underneath this one because Kraft
Shook.
was
He knows.
100%.
That's some.
So tell me,
Straight
so
up
tell me
KBG
more
shit right
about
there.
your great leader. No, that, but yeah,
Putin?
he's hey,
That's right.
the next mysterious step is
Step 1: don't wear no jewelry on your hands when you shake the motherfucker.
Yeah. And listen, and this is a PSA to any of you out there. If you are walking down the street, perhaps, and anytime when it's dark out and somebody across the street goes, "Yo, you got a lighter?" Your
Yeah.
answer is always no.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
let anybody ever, "Yo, can I try
you
on your
look twice
chain?"
fast
No.
and run.
If
Yeah.
anybody asks you what size shoe you wear, do not tell them.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
what
Square
size
up.
is that shirt? Who makes it?
Exactly.
Like, yeah. Yes. But okay, quick Putin news. He's not running again after this term is up in
He likes to be
2024.
called Putin. All right, nah.
That's what they call him.
Oh man.
So, but yeah, so I don't know where else were we going?
we're all over the place.
all
Well,
over the,
go to the Elon. But-
okay, no, because I had some other one.
Postponements.
Go. Who do we have some Elon news? Because I was about to tell you. This sounds like some.
The main thing about Elon over here, we just talked about. Well, I heard, but I think it's down to fake news. His spaceman car crashes on a woman.
Yeah, that
Is
was
that true,
definitely.
fake?
Yes, that was a
some
rabbit hole.
verification on that one?
rabbit hole
That was
was
a
a
rabbit hole.
90-degree Mach 3 brick wall.
Okay, turkey
Yes.
burger.
But no, you were saying before though he's talking about going to the moon.
Talking about going to the moon, and all of a sudden SpaceX delays it. Of course,
He's
all
delaying
the time.
everything.
Anytime
Yep.
anything to the moon is about to happen, that shit gets delayed.
I think it's a
Yeah.
money thing though, but you're right. You're right on that
I think
part.
it's a
But
conspiracy thing. We all hate to say it.
Yeah, now they're saying maybe mid 2019, And also, there was another automatic car that boom, hit a
somebody.
police.
Yes.
It was a police car this time.
Yeah.
That's
what it
I'm
hit.
excited about. Robots versus the humans. Here it comes.
Right? What
AI
was,
taking over the cars and hitting police people, and maybe he was a dirty cop. Maybe the AI knew the badge number and looked it up in the system. And
Not
Sophia,
yet.
It's weird. I don't-
Sophia talked to it, and
I just don't understand how these are allowed on the road right now. That's weird
Yeah.
to me. How it's allowed on the road right now.
because we
like,
think as a society and humans that we're smart enough to be able to do these things, and it's all going to crash down on
yeah,
us.
and I think I think just like
Pompous.
most people, I think we have a problem admitting like, hey,
Yep.
yeah, we fucked up. We're gonna take these back right now. You know,
But that's what
because
they
they
but-
obviously don't work
can't
correctly.
tell the public.
And even
Hey.
if 99% of the time they do work correctly, like it's not like what. So the people that have gotten killed by what's the name of his cars? Fucking
Elon Musk, Uber,
Auto killers.
huh?
Those
No,
are
no. The
cars.
name of his actual the cars that he sells that are fucking.
Oh, the Teslas. Yes,
Teslas.
yes.
So the couple
Yes,
people
he's
that
had
have
a
been
fair
killed.
share of accidents.
Yeah, the couple
Yes.
people that have been killed by a Tesla, are they suing the shit out of SpaceX and Muskie? Like, or
Yeah.
like, what's going on there? Because you would figure,
Interesting to see. Yeah. Wait, so those accidents were involved with automated driving?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, or the car in the mode. Yeah, some of them
Yeah,
were
in the
what
mode.
driverless, right? And then some of them were like
Some were
driver
behind the
in
wheel.
it, but they had
Yep.
it activated in the
They were getting ahead.
in the other mode.
I think even one of them, like the lady was
Speculation.
in the back seat, like she did the how everybody's talking about the fantasy of like, listen, you'll be able to put in the coordinates and you go take a nap in the back of your car and then show up there, and like the lady was really like not
Trying
in the
it.
driver's seat.
Yeah. But again, I'm like kind of for what's that?
Too
like,
much trust.
Semi Fifth Element type shit, you know?
Will we ever get there, you think?
Yes, because I told you or
We gonna
mentioned
make
earlier,
it.
We could have already been there, you think?
company
or no?
called what? Oh, what are you talking about? We're going to the moon, or we're talking about driverless cars?
The technology, like you talk about Fifth Element, I was going to bring up the whole conspiracy about technological advances that are already here that could have helped mankind, but they're being held back because of the reason. Like people talking. Nikolai Tesla was able to get free energy, but J.P. Morgan, not that.
The people suppress the medicine,
all
and
that shit.
all them, you know.
So, I mean, we were able to do this in 1910,
Well,
but now look at where we are. and
I think
It's
suppressed.
just money. That's
Maybe-
just money.
Yeah, it's the biggest part about
Control.
it because talking about driverless cars are actually being rolled out. There's 65,000 minivans by a company called Waymo. And I believe they're going to be in the state of Arizona. Go, you hit me with a
No,
Waymo.
I was gonna say, yo, if their fucking like commercial isn't boom, 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 and you're gonna drop a whale,
Waymo!
like, if that's not their shit, shut it down. I don't want to fucking hear
I'm
it.
sure, yeah. I'm
I think
sure
marketing
that the
knows
creative
about it.
department, you know what I'm saying, they better. Otherwise, they got,
Foolish if not.
But so this is actually going to happen. But so now here's the thing, because I was talking about this with a passenger, like, and he brought it. I was just like, wow, I thought that I had like kind of like a
Ear to the
not say
street.
sick thought, but you know what I'm saying, like a plan B. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't take anything for face value. You know what I'm saying? I double check, triple check you. But he was giving the scenario saying like, yeah, who's to stop me from like bashing in the windows when it shows up? And I'm just like, well, because you ordered it, you know. But I'm like, yeah. No, like there's a whole bunch of things that how are you going to be able to.
Well, it's
Well,
you ordered it, but somebody else ran out
Outside,
and
yeah.
bashed
That's
it, and
all
then
of
you make the call. Fucking-
Yeah.
And it's going to be the classic story of two black guys came in. You know, it's the same shit every
Investigation.
day.
Yeah.
They got to get their shit on point.
Yeah. Well, they can't say man with a black mask because if they say man with a black mask, then they have to admit that Batman is real.
Shit.
So,
Marsupial.
but
So I got to
speaking
paint
of
up as a Joker. Sorry.
Joker back in outer space, I'm gonna take us back in outer space real
We
quick.
joking about outer space 'cause-
Because we're not really going there, right?
Yee-hoo.
Right?
Yeah.
We're not going there.
Exactly.
But
Is
that
it delaying
company,
it?
Waymo, that they're going to be like a driverless Uber, that
Yes.
type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, they got crazy beef with Google and Uber. Like they were early on the
Goober.
ground for this is nothing. They're nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like there were questions of they're suing Uber for stealing technology, and then the other way around. Like
so Waymo was
this is-
way more advanced.
Oh
until,
yeah. Waymo, we like technically Waymo was gonna be like a Uber type company, but it was just like,
and
oh wait a
someone
minute,
took
like
it,
saw
plucked
that,
it before them.
you know. So
They were Waymo.
Waymo.
Damn.
So, but outer space though. Again, whether or not you want to believe that we're going to go there, I don't think that we should. Like I said, I'm a believer in the natural balance of life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, I believe that the moon is tied with the cycles of like women and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like if we're gonna be landing on that shit, like just, you know,
the
we're gonna mess
moonstral
up the
cycle.
mess up the yeah. We're gonna mess up the
Bars.
tides and everything. So there's the
Stars in the moon.
Chinese space station. Chinese
Yes.
space station falling down to the moon, falling from not the moon, from outer
To,
space.
Australia, right?
Yes. What would you do? Would you be crazy? Like, would do you think it's gonna be like people would be like?
Was
is this gonna
anybody
be the
injured
next,
or no?
Well, it didn't fall yet. But my thing is, when it does fall, is there going to be some type of fake news, false flag type thing? Because we know supposedly this thing's going to be falling from the sky. So if it falls into the ocean, no big deal.
Yeah.
But if some islander sees it, like a green amber falling into the sky, and
Or if they see KC-130 pushing it out and then dropping it, like, this shit's fake as a motherfucker.
But see, that's the
Who
thing
knows?
too. Now with what people could do at home with video, you can't believe anything anyway.
nothing,
Yeah, you're right.
nothing.
You're right.
Like
I could
who
turn
knows-
myself into Goku.
exactly,
Super
like
Saiyan.
who knows if we have seen real UFO? I mean, well, UFOs are real because it's unidentified
yeah,
flying
yeah,
object,
yeah.
and of course we don't know everything in the sky.
Yes,
but like
yes,
I'm
yes.
talking about,
The term is real.
yeah, I'm talking about when there's lights in the sky that are dancing all different ways, and it shouldn't be able to do that quick and all that. So it could be that, or it could be somebody made it at home on their fucking computer. So we don't know if we've ever seen the real or not.
Mm-hmm.
But do you mean in terms of like where it lands? Could people
Well, that's what,
get
yeah,
fucked
just
up?
a whole
Could
bunch of
people
things. Yeah, I think about like where it lands. Like if it, again, maybe they know kind of where it's falling from, like into the orbit. Which I guess technically, if we want to believe what we were taught or what they're saying, most of it should burn up. So there's supposedly
Yeah.
some stuff
There's
that's going
always
to,
an answer for the stuff you were taught.
always going to make it. But yeah, no. What do you do? What's your take on that? You know what I'm saying? If something fell in your backyard, are you going to keep it? Government shows up saying
my
like, "Hey,
property
we're here to
now,
pick
right?"
up." Well, technically no, because I was mentioned earlier. The actual whatever pieces fall are whoever the maker
Owner.
is. Yeah, that's been determined. Some
Well, that's
treaty
interesting
or
because that brings me to an off-topic subject. There was the biggest treasure found in the ocean, and they're battling on who owns it because of the location of where it landed. So it's none of their treasure; it's someone else's treasure way over here, but the location of where it landed. So
yeah. What was it that was found though? Because those
Oh
things
my
interest me
goodness.
because then you have these
It was the
treasures that are
biggest-
found,
one of the biggest
and
gold
then
fucking-
you have like the family or the museum or the country that was like, well, actually, this was stolen from our country, like
Yeah, yeah.
four
That's-
score.
that was
I was
part of the
thinking-
whole conversation.
That's
as
always
well,
everyone, yeah. Every show has that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they're all
there was
about.
a nation that thought that they were able to claim that because it was stolen
Let's
from
see.
their people years and years ago.
But it's weird because that happens with art. Like I know that Nicolas Cage had to give back a couple of serious pieces because they found out that they
That
were
was a
stolen.
movie. That wasn't real.
I was
No,
called Treasure
no,
Hunter.
dude, he stole the Declaration of Independence. No, I know it happened to him. I think it happened to Johnny Depp as well, to where like, it just passed down, and then the famous guy buys it, and they're like, "Oh, that was stolen 50 years ago. You got to get that back."
Yeah,
So,
yeah. They got the right dollar amount.
Yep.
Took the money out of circulation.
Monopoly.
Closed.
Yep.
Go to jail.
But yeah, so I didn't see that. But speaking of hidden treasures, I hope you're enjoying this little hidden treasure right here. We'd like to call 3-piece and a biscuit. Give us a call 203-941-0045.
Call or text. It's free.
Yes.
That's right.
No
Leave us a message,
sexting.
yeah,
Tell us what
exactly.
you're wearing. Tell me
Leave
what
us
you're
a
wearing.
message. Let us know what's up. Let us know how you feel on any of these subjects. Let us know if you need a shout out. Let us know if you just need a shoulder to cry on, because we're here. This is 6 shoulders up in this motherfucker.
That's
Or if you
right.
just want to say some foul, flagrant shit, go for it. It's okay. It's free.
We don't give a what.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We,
but yeah,
appreciate
enjoying
the
it.
freedom of thought.
I think we're almost close
speech.
to like a halftime point, right?
We're at 40.
Enjoying yourself. 40 ounce,
40
ounces,
ounce, baby.
Catch
Yeah.
22.
Probably had about that.
So what else? What else was so interesting about this week? Oh, I'd send you guys.
Sports?
What do you guys think?
No.
Want to go some sports? Want to talk NBA? I
Sure.
think that might wrap it all
We
up.
might have to.
How do
If you
we
wanna
go?
hit some- what were you gonna say?
I was like, well, we're in the finals, so we want to talk NBA
I ain't in the
finals,
finals.
or or
Final.
Yeah.
or
Yep.
do we talk about LeBron and is there possible greatness here? Has he surpassed Michael Jordan?
they
Is
both
it? Do we
tie
need
in,
the
right?
finals to finish?
Does anyone know the series? I don't know the
Up
series.
1-0. Game 2 is
1-0.
tonight.
Game 2 is tonight.
Game
1-0.
1.
Who's up?
LeBron scored Golden State.
Okay.
Potentially a crazy ass play at the end of game 1. LeBron went off for 51 points, 56
I believe
points.
he had that. Yeah,
He
yeah.
had 50 something points in this game, okay?
Garbage.
4.7 seconds left in the game. A rebound from I don't know who. Cavs are shooting the ball. Rebound comes out.
J.R. Smith grabs
ball
it.
kicked out to J.R. Smith. 4.7 seconds left on the clock in a tie game. LeBron's 50 fucking million points in this game. J.R. Smith dribbles the ball out.
Yep.
Not end of game, but we're going to overtime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those 4.7 seconds. First of all, I think
You
like
can do
they.
a lot.
oh my God, can you do a lot? Like,
No, but this is the
today's
thing is,
player can
J.R.
shoot like
Smith-
3 shots.
J.R. Smith grabbed the rebound and could have just put it back up.
He could have
was
done a
in
ton
the
of
paint.
things. He
He
could have
was
done a
in
ton
the
of
paint.
things.
He grabbed the rebound.
He
could have
came
put it
out.
back up.
Out,
Yeah.
you know?
My
But
question
instead,
is-
he grabbed the rebound,
Like,
turned
what do they
around,
call it,
and
clock
just
or
dribbled the
something,
ball
right?
away. Like that was it.
Wow. What did LeBron do? That's my question.
He was
Fucking
like, there's
barked
memes
on him.
like,
he barked on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That was just a total head in the game type thing.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Oh, man.
Apparently, he thought that. Well, what they're saying, because he's denying it. He said he knows that the score was tied, and dribbled it out, and it doesn't make any sense. But from what everybody thought is that what he thought, J.R. Smith, pronouns pal, J.R. Smith thought they were up, so he just grabbed the rebound and was like, "Okay, we just won." But
Well,
no,
here's
they
okay.
were tied, and
I
he
heard
fucked up
the
game.
different one that
Yes.
what I had heard was he thought that they were going to burn the timeout, so he kept dribbling, waiting for Tyrone Lue to call the timeout
Yep.
so they could draw up the play. Then it was kind of explained after, like the whole afterthought thing was just like they were kind of telling him, be like, no, it's 4.7 seconds left. Like you had to be thinking something else because we could run a play right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have potential, the greatest player in the world. You're not having a bad game yourself.
Yep.
Or he picked up the ball, so maybe his head
How many
wasn't in the
points
game.
did J.R. Smith have that game? You know,
I'm not sure.
If he puts in like 16 points,
because I'm
you know,
curious to
he's-
see now if this is J.R. Smith's legacy here, just to go beast mode or just fall
dude,
flat. Now.
he's got a legacy of his own and is really not
Well, he's gangster as fuck. I know that.
Yeah, he
yeah.
is.
So 10.6 rebounds,
10.6 rebounds.
But again, when you're with
He'll have to pull a 24-point game.
yeah,
for the
he
rest.
can't do that though.
Well, this is the thing
He
too.
used to because he hits threes when he's hot.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
had
But
glimpses.
I was gonna say about J.R. Smith when he's negative and shitty, like I was saying, that affects everybody.
he always is
Permeates.
though. He always is. Yeah. Go ahead. You were saying something?
I was saying, but this is the thing too, where now, in my opinion, in my humble if the Cavs lose, that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be LeBron can't get the job done. It's going to be, well,
Right.
J.R. Smith fucked it up
Well, here's
from the beginning. You know,
Part of when you look at it, and again, like I said,
Escape.
but with LeBron, like when you got your number one gun, your fucking assassin, your like, let's face it, give the man some credit right now. You know what I'm saying? He's got like, this team on his back. Like the jokes and memes are real. Like, yeah, it's LeBron and like, whatever, the first 4 guys that
if
showed up.
there's a picture of his penis
You know?
online, I'd look. I mean, come on, guys.
Is he really greatness, right?
Let me
What's
see.
what's
Let me
greatness
check it
about?
out.
That's
You
a
know?
free
You
throw.
But when you get like, think about it, when you're in the zone and you get big old record scratch just
Yep.
to skip
Uh-huh.
and you got to reset, like that could be momentum's a big thing in sports.
Yes,
I think
yes,
that's
yes.
why I say like a lot of people are gonna say like, well, you got a long, you could win a game, lose a game, but
Momentum is
yeah,
real. Yes, you're right though.
But yeah, that
the thing,
was
in my opinion, in the series, it's going to be when Golden State wins, it's going to be, and I know that they won just by an inch in that, but when they win, I think it's going to be by a significant margin. If the Cavs win, it's going to be they just won the game.
Yeah,
You know? So
yeah.
I think they really needed that to have a chance. And
That first
but yeah,
game was
but
where?
yeah, if they get
that was in
eliminated,
Golden State.
Here's the thing, yes. If it goes to game 6, say they get eliminated in game 6, then they're gonna say, you know what? Yeah, because this wouldn't have been the
What was the final score of the first game?
and they won it by 7, 8, 11 or something. But overtime,
11,
like,
I think because it went to overtime,
Yeah,
and then in
okay,
overtime the
okay.
Cavs just boofed
Gotcha.
it.
Yeah.
So I think it went to like 124 to 111, something like
Yeah.
The
that.
only reason I asked is because so I mean, if the Cavs are able to respond to the pressure of the away game, they do have a chance. But like you're just saying now with this J.R. Smith cloud,
Yeah.
yeah.
we'll see.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens tonight, how much they play J.R. Smith, if they start him, if they, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
going to be
Will they need
If they
him?
give him redemption, I think he'll do it. And I don't want the Cavs to win, but I mean, don't give him J.R. Smith. That dude, I respect his attitude because he
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about nobody.
So
No, he
now with
doesn't.
this hypothetical situation, if LeBron loses this series, how does that affect his legacy? Okay, yeah, you made it to the NBA Finals 8 years in a row, but you won 3.
I think if
Yeah,
LeBron loses the series, the Cavs will say, "Hey, we'll trade J.R. Smith if you stay." But I think LeBron is gonna go to the Sixers. I heard.
I think he go
Rumi
anywhere.
has it.
I think even with I think the amount of times getting to the big game, like I'm a huge Jordan fan, but again, like we're talking about, let's a little pun for a second. His airness, the air. You know what I'm saying? I think the king supersedes the air. You know what I'm saying? Like the king came after the air. You know.
I'm just glad that Jordan never dressed like that.
Right? You guys see that? The $45,000 suit looks like Big Shot. You had the meme going.
He looks like the biggest kid. He looked like an Adam Sandler movie.
No,
when
no,
it's
no.
The biggest fucking kid walking into school and just sits down like, huh?
He was Richie Rich.
Yeah. Or like you said, the all he was missing was the hat, and he was the guitarist for AC/DC.
Yeah, he looked
you know?
like he dressed up like Angus Young to come in there,
Yeah.
man. It was
Back in black.
it was weird. But we've spoken on that before. The fashion show in the NBA, I guess they're just all rich and they're bored enough to do it. You know?
The fashion show was penetrated actually by the MK Ultra and the whole thing to make black males more
feminine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Preach.
Because that was the thing too that we were questioning out there, and if you guys have an answer to this, hit us up 203-941-0045. What's in the bag? Because LeBron shows up with the merce, he shows up with the man purse.
Yes, alligator, I think.
It might have been. What's in the bag when he shows up? Because I don't know if it's his training stuff, if it's like I can't imagine that in his.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a stupid expensive bag.
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Does he have like his shoes in there and shit, or is that already in the locker room?
That's
You know what
somewhere
I mean?
else. Yeah, I think.
So
Go ahead.
He's got some Get Fresh, okay? He's got his essential oils, okay? He doesn't want to be chappy,
essential
okay?
oils,
So he's got
yes.
his coconut oil.
got that aloe.
Okay? Yeah. He definitely has a brush, you know what I'm saying? Just in case you
Definitely
don't
got chapstick.
Maybe a chapstick.
And his cell phone.
I don't think he has a razor because he probably or you know what I'm saying, any type of shaving stuff because he probably has a barber with him.
Yeah.
So there's definitely the cell phone, the tablet. He probably has his Bitcoin wallet in there.
Yes.
You know, he's got
Yes.
some Beats headphones.
Yep.
I would imagine.
I would think so as well, actually. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know what else.
Oh,
maybe some
Sprite.
weed or something.
He has Sprite
He
in
has
No,
there.
Sprite in there.
he don't say it. He won't say it. So
Take
yeah,
that
we don't
back.
know what that is.
Speculation.
Yeah, Drake would say it. I don't know if we want to tie into that right now, right?
Drake.
Drake and Sprite.
You know what I heard about Drake
And-
though? I mean, off subject.
they make
Hardcore deadbeat dad. Did you hear about that?
yeah,
Yes, rumor
Hardcore,
has it.
like,
yeah.
Rumor
Push
has
Money
it.
and this
Push your
dude-
T. Let us know.
I think it's maybe this is
Yeah.
the little hip hop section we'll tie into from NBA to hip hop.
Yeah, man.
Shout
What's your
out
take
to
on the,
all the fathers that actually take care of the kids.
Right?
Ooh.
But again, let's see. I guess Drake maybe hits according to Pusha. What is it? PTC LMNO. Pusha.
Pusha T?
Pusha T.
Pusha T.
Oh, but real quick,
Yeah.
speaking of Drake, because Drake, talks shit to basketball players, I just want to take a second if we can. Can you hit the buzzer one more time for me? Tristan Thompson, in real life, you seem to be a
Yes.
piece of shit. You cheat on women. That's that. But I understand you're also in a different light with you're the NBA player, and women probably throw themselves at you. And hey, go for the Jay-Z excuse. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do it. Regardless of that, Tristan Thompson mushed Draymond Green, and I.
What's the
Thank
mush
you,
and what
thank you,
happened?
Thank you.
Can you paint a picture
Okay,
for the people that don't know?
Yes.
something
yes.
happened, like Tristan Thompson got his sixth foul or something like that, got tossed, whatever. He gets thrown out the game. Draymond Green is doing the dickhead thing of clapping and staring at him.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just got
yeah,
kicked
yeah,
out,
yeah.
clapping and staring at him. You're being a dick. Draymond Green is a dirty ass player. He's a fucking horrible player. Nobody does a jump shot and then kicks you in the dick. That's not how anybody shoots a fucking
Except-
basketball.
Yeah.
Stop it. And it's weird because in this day and age, you can't just go up to somebody and be like, "Stop kicking people in the dick." It's just for some reason communication
Yeah.
doesn't work like
You
that
have to
anymore.
hide it.
So-
Hidden agenda.
Tristan Thompson gets thrown out. Draymond Green's doing the clapping thing, looking like the donkey from Shrek. Tristan mushes him in the face with the basketball, puts the ball in his grill and palm,
Yes.
pushes him. Draymond does the pretend he's going to go out after him and gets held back. You know what I mean? And I don't know if there's been any further violations, penalties, anything, suspensions like that. But all I got to say is, man, I applaud Tristan Thompson for mushing fucking Draymond Green in the
Hell
face because
yeah.
that dude's a hurt.
Millions of people, right? We're hoping to do
I'm
that.
gonna have to
Yep.
watch that later.
Yeah.
The bush hood around the world.
But yeah, so I mean,
But
there
we're
was.
going into the Drizzy.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess your take on it. So essentially, we have a battle, right? Because hip hop, you don't have hip hop unless you have diss tracks and battles. But you have Drake and Pusha T going at it, and yeah. So Pusha T dropped some little info tidbits. He definitely did his homework on Drake,
A little,
right?
a little.
Because he exposed
He
him
got
for
news
having
that
the
a lot
child.
of people didn't know.
Yeah, having a child with a
Porn star.
porn star.
Which is
she's an
And there's
urban
nothing,
model.
but
She's an
hey, you know
urban
what?
model,
There's
yes.
nothing wrong with any of that, and we don't know if he had been paying, any money. You would
Yep.
think that maybe he's paying
Drizzy's
something.
been known to go where the drip is,
He's been getting paid. But, I mean, so let me ask you this. Have you guys heard it?
Yeah, well, there's 3 songs out in this current round of it. Pusha T came out with the first song called Infrared, which is kind of just,
Is that the one that he announced the kid thing?
That was the second one. That
Okay,
was the
all right.
second
So I need to hear part 1. I heard
Part
2,
1 is
yeah.
Infrared, where he just kind of like said some stuff. It was kind of like the first set in the table thing. Then Drake came back with, a couple of things. And then Pusha T kind of dropped the bomb on him with, dude, it's everything. It's, your fucking dad left your mom when you were 5 years old, and you parade this dude around in Steve Harvey suits, and like, it was bad. He's like, what about your mom? Why do you fucking celebrate your father so much when he's a fucking deadbeat? Left you at 5.
Because prior to when Drake's diss, Drake mentioned Pusha T being a model, stand-up, married man. Like, so he's like, there's no shame in that. He's like, you're the one over here that's a deadbeat.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and he. Like you said, he brought to light that Drake has a son and is hiding him, and also the picture of the diss track, because people they put out, here's the picture, because he didn't make a music video for it, is Drake smiling as much as you could smile in blackface.
Yes.
And so Drake has to now release the statement of, that was for a school project back in the day, and it was
and he buried somebody with him, because he was talking about the person in the picture with him. He was like, it was something that we did, so kind of saying look, at this whole thing wasn't my, this wasn't a.
Yep.
But it was real. Be careful there, boys and girls, what you put out there.
Right.
We'll come back.
But so far, in my humble opinion, Drake is down.
Yeah. Okay.
2-0.
Okay.
Yeah. And apparently the rumor now is Drake's offering $100,000 for any dirt on. Because this is the thing. Okay, Pusha T puts out the track Infrared. Boom. Drake 2 days later. Oh, boom. 2 days later, Pusha T. Now it's been quiet for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell Drake is like,
he's working on.
There's something.
This also, and this is really make or break, because this has been the first time anybody's really come at Drake's neck like that. You know what I mean? Like, people made fun of him for doing the singing thing and shit like that, and doing the ladies' man thing, but this is the first time somebody's been really just like got the information on him, hit him with a couple hard things.
Down goes Drake.
Exactly.
Down goes Drake.
I read an article, supposedly though, Kanye was trying to bury the hatchet on both of them. He's like, because in a way of kind of like applauding Pusha T, like, yo, he went so hard,
starting it,
like you don't want to get too personal and hip hop and blah 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 blah.
Well, this is the thing too. I don't know what Drake can come back and say to Pusha T. Like, he already said you talk about dealing drugs all the time. You don't deal drugs. You're a rapper now. What else?
Yeah,
I don't know Pusha T that well, obviously. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to say, like, was he? I guess coming up, he's a fairly new guy, right? Because
No. Pusha T, he's from the Clips. Grinding.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's been out a long time.
Drake's gonna have to pull the old 8 Mile. You said everything you can about me. I'm gonna make fun of myself now.
I know.
When I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
It's gonna be interesting, and it'll also be interesting to see. I wonder if he just doesn't say anything back. Does it go away? Does he do that tactic? Or because you can't come back with a subpar diss. Like, now Drake has to come back with, I don't care if your buddies helped you write it or whatever.
Drake's
but like,
made tremendous amount of money,
party song,
but in hip hop, if you get beaten in a diss track, that can end your career.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something, that's some right old school Wild Wild West type shit. No,
people are gonna
diss track. You're done. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, if the consensus is like, this dude got you.
Yeah.
When it comes to interviews, these songs come up.
Yeah.
So he has to answer questions. So
exactly. Every interview that people go on, they're just gonna be like, "So what happened there, bro?"
Yeah,
exactly.
I know. Yeah. It's gonna. I don't want to say it's gonna be something like his son's gonna
radio
come up and
shows. Well, his son's young, but supposedly the mother and the son moved to Paris.
Overseas. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Overseas.
I thought she was
but there's
a
text
Parisian
messages.
porn star.
There's text messages between Drake and the girl that supposedly were on the air, and it's Drake, promoting abortion, and she goes, "I'm not gonna indulge you," and then he does the whole bitch. This is all about money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm sure it is, but also, dude, why are you fucking raw in randoms? Like, why would you ever do that when?
I really believe at the end of the day, it's the woman's choice. If you had the fucking balls to fuck her, you got her pregnant,
and honestly, just from her standpoint of like, okay, I have this kid, I literally don't have to do anything for the rest of my life. or I can kill this baby inside of me. Regardless, the baby was not created out of love or anything like that. Maybe it was a one-night stand. But, like, just from the women's perspective, like, that's the come-up. Like, I'm not mad at you at all.
Yeah,
I have a lottery ticket inside of me.
But, it's like, crazy how that's...
I mean, technically, all life forms, that could be the lottery ticket. You don't know if that child's going to create whatever.
Exactly.
But it comes down to the mother's choice, man. I mean, and the Drake, man.
But
Like, rock the rubber, homie.
Yo,
Safe sex is latex.
Hello.
Put that in your rhymes. Come on. But, oh, well.
Yeah,
So
Drake
day
is
that
down.
kid comes back from Paris speaking French, dope-ass bars, like talking shit to his dad.
Right?
You know?
There's some good French rappers. Right? I think the French rap scene has always been
Call him Pepe Le Pew.
always been strong. But actually go to Yeezy real quick. The name of the album,
Pepe.
right? You said actually when
The name of the album is Yay.
Oh, yeah, the name of the album is Yay.
Y-E.
Was he the one? The picture of the album? Who was?
A question was asked
that the
about
Whitney
what
Houston
It's a mountain.
No.
a question was asked about what Yay meant, and he said, "Well, Yay is referenced in the Bible, and Yay means you." So he says, "I am you." That was his reason for saying Yay.
Woo!
Because he said before Kanye was the one who comes or something or some shit. I don't know.
Originally, he was called Kane. though,
Drake.
right?
He's
That's why
trying to
he's in
get
that
deeper
situation.
now. He's trying to get deep.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I saw he had the hopefully he doesn't make a mockery, but he's talking about being diagnosed with being bipolar, and he's saying my disability is my superpower. You know,
Yeah.
so I mean, again, that's a powerful platform, dude.
He's
You
trying
know,
to,
like I
do
said,
the
you can say
empowerment
whatever.
thing.
If that's what he thinks he's doing.
That's it. That's your own belief system will create. I mean, as long as you don't think you could be Superman and jump off a building and fly, I mean, don't do it.
He might get there. He's on the path.
Yeah,
He's definitely on the path
yeah,
to that
man.
But what if he does get to that path where he's like, I can levitate, and all of a sudden he's on stage levitating?
Hopefully his wife is recording it. First of all,
Right?
Hopefully somebody in that clique is doing that. Speaking of that clique, though, Kim Kardashian visited the White House. Big news, no news.
K, more like clickbait, I guess. Yeah, prison reform, right?
Yeah, going for prison
Masked,
reform.
I believe my 2 cents, my 3-piece, masked prison reform. I think she was
Yes,
just trying to get a
for another
favor for this
reason.
old lady. But I think the prison reform thing is a big deal. But again, going to complainers, right? You have one side saying like telling her to shut up, and then you have like the same people that telling her to shut up now are the same ones who
You know what this does open up though for Trump, the publicity of famous people going to see him. So it does give him good
it's always
exposure.
been better maybe people. I mean, everyone wants to get in there, you know.
I mean,
Hey,
Kim,
man,
Kim
I
K
kind
got
of
a
look
lot
at
of
it as
followers.
like if she's not hurting anything and if she's actually trying to get something done, more power to
Yeah.
her. Like, I don't care.
But
Like,
see, that's why I say like if it is real, like
Yeah,
I think the truth of it is she's
ooh,
just really
Israel.
trying to
And we're
get.
going out to Israel.
I heard it. I heard it
sorry.
too. I heard it too. I was like, should I say something? Should I say something? Because that is real. All right.
So, but again, I think she was just trying to get this, get this grandma pardoned.
I agree. Yeah. There's
masked
a certain
under-
woman that she does want out of jail.
Yeah.
I don't. Her name escapes me right now, but you know what? Hey, if she's trying to change it for the better for everybody else too, cool. Because like Meek Mill was supposed to go up there as well, but then got pressured into not going by Jay-Z. So.
Yeah.
It's and it was for the same talk, and not at the same time, but for the same talk of like prison reform and making things.
That
We got to
was all
make a better
because
way.
No, but
Obama
I
reached
think-
out to Jay-Z. I don't know if y'all heard about this. Obama reached out to Jay-Z about
Yeah, and said tell the rappers cool it.
Yeah.
don't go over
But
there.
again, like I said, that's I think that Obama's got bigger. First of all, I don't think that there's like a rap union that like
He's
Obama.
he's trying to
he
regulate
uses
that
his
shit.
Obama phone to call him. So
Michelle.
I think that's some
Not
more fake
Ibanez,
news.
Obamas.
But like I said, if it is real, but how let's see how much farther she follows it up. I'm sure that's probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's all we're gonna hear about Kim Kardashian prison reform.
I
Hopefully,
agree.
Commander in Chief stops tweeting about the Spygate thing because we can put that to rest because both parties have said that
Spying goes on all the time.
Yep, this is not that it goes on all the time, but this is what your accusations are not real.
You know,
Has there been any update in the Russia hacked the elections, but there's never a
Last
second
thing-
sentence?
Well, it doesn't. Here's the thing. It happened, but it's always happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, what are we going to? You know what I'm saying? So what are we going to say? So the only truth that can come from it is if we can say, all right, so when the Russians said this was actually not true.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a couple different instances that we know of that that they had come up. The biggest one is the Super Predator. Do you remember the Super Predator ads?
When
And this is why I
Hillary was
bashing
mentioned
Hillary.
about black people.
Yeah, but this was my thing for Hillary back in like 08, you know what I'm saying? Back to the Goldwater days, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually doing research, not like, just jumping on the like,
She really is a witch, though.
all Clintons are yeah, see that's where you get crazy. Just because the hat fit
Well, just because she writes her own fucking documentary talking about that she's a witch and that she likes to fucking summon spirits and she's afraid to summon Jesus Christ because of all the nasty shit she's done. Kuru!
I know. That's what book is that? How come it's not
It's out. Hillary's book.
She talks about that in her book.
Yes.
That
About-
she summons spirits.
Yes.
summon spirits?
What's the name of her book?
Look it up.
Volume 1 or 2? Look it up.
Look it up.
Volume 1.
Cash me outside. Cash me outside. Look,
No, but-
I tell everybody this: you don't gotta believe what I say. Research what I say, all right?
Bars.
And then find your own answers, and then come
Yeah, but-
back, leave a comment,
And be like, yeah, you know what, motherfucker? I researched that shit, and I just found out that I was fucking right. You sent me on this fucking goose chase.
no, research.
On this
203
fucking
941
Kuru
0045.
fucking
research it. That's all I gotta say.
No, but what I
I'm
was
gonna
saying
make sure
with the
research it.
with the Russian thing is so they use the word hacked. Now with that, I believe that in most people's mind they changed the votes. So now are we going with hacked of they changed people's opinions is now being classified as hacked?
Yeah, I think that what they're afraid to say, because it'll backfire, is just say they were the kings of this piece of propaganda. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they're the owners of this. You know what I'm saying? We traced it all the way back here. But this is all something it really isn't new. You know what I'm saying? There's people
Yep.
paid. There's the Koreans are doing this. The Chinese are doing this. It's real shit.
That's-
You
I
know?
think the world's sedated enough, anyways.
To
but
me, I just
soon.
feel like the word hacked is the wrong word, and I think
You're thinking
that's what-
electronics and you know what
I'm
I'm saying,
thinking-
right?
I'm- no,
Yeah, like
I'm
hacker.
thinking hacked means they actually changed something, like as in it used to be 10 votes this way, 5 votes this way. Now it's 5 votes this way, 10 votes
Yeah.
this way. Like hacked
Hack
means
is
like that you
same
went in
as
there and like
manipulation.
did
Yeah.
something
Yeah, I know.
instead of
Manipulating.
like if you're putting out false
There's
information.
people. There's some people under the same camp that'll say yes, that's what it is. Okay, so what I have found and the consensus being that it is proven that they were the creators of content. You know what I'm saying? That was influential content.
Yeah.
You still have some people that are of the thought saying no, like they changed the numbers from this to that, and then they're saying,
Yeah.
don't believe me, research it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then make, you know what I'm saying? So that's the catch to it.
Because that's what I'd like to see
Because
come
you
out
have
in the
Putin
news.
confirming, saying like, you want me to agree to something that has been going on longer than I have been around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me to do that would be like,
Because if hacking is putting out false election, then Trump hacked the election, Hillary hacked the election, fucking everyone hacked the election.
Exactly.
then.
We
You know
all
what I
helped
mean?
in some part, right? There was some type of meme where it was all like,
I hacked the election.
Exactly.
I did it.
ihack.com, look it up.
I think we all became hacks from the election.
The only thing Trump obstructed was
the
Hillary winning
American
election.
way.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's all.
Yeah. But again, that's
God bless.
But
that's
yeah,
a, that's a
I just-
scary thing though, because there's I think it's going to be the sweetest
Therefore I
thing
am.
because I think the world is so ironic that I think year 2020, right? What's 2020 mean? Perfect vision.
Hindsight?
Okay. I think that the worst thing that can ever happen to Trump is him not being reelected. He'll fight the impeachment or anything, but for the country to say you're fired. This is in 2020. I mean, you can't. I'm telling you, if
Dude,
it seems like Hollywood shit, it's going to happen.
The bootleg
So-
merchandise of
oh
You're
my
Fired.
God,
Can
yes.
you picture
that
his
alone,
face, You're
the
Fired?
money sales from that would supersede anything that some PAC group can put in.
Yeah, but
Yep.
Trump's behind that, so he's making the money off that. Who knows?
You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna put together some tariffs so the shirts can't come in from China.
I heard the biggest thing for the 2020 with the whole meme you're talking about is the fake assassination of Trump, and he just goes and lives off on an island.
Yeah, they all. I mean, honestly, I hate to
don't
say it. I thought
I-
Obama was gonna be. I thought they were gonna clip him.
Obama loves limelight too much, just like Trump.
That
Who
is that's another interesting thing too. Is do you think Trump would be able to
No.
come back and live normally in the?
No.
After the no,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying.
wild.
That's
That-
what I'm
that's a good-
saying.
But I don't think he would have to fake his death. I think he could just move somewhere.
No,
you know
it'll
what I mean?
be-
Like I don't think he's into those type of theatrics of like, oh, they
Yo.
got me. I'm leaving. Like it's too much.
no, but here's what I can. But here's what I can see though. Here's what I can see though.
Totally not.
2020, okay, January 4th, 14th, whatever the date is, okay, that he's clinging onto the desk, okay? You know what I'm saying? He's just like, I'm not going.
Alien abduction.
You can't fire me.
Yeah.
No. And then we're following him in like the mental institution, and then we become so sad that he's just like somewhere like off like Jerome Avenue and 42nd Street by the Yankee game under a bridge. And no, everyone lets him be like, yo, that's the Trump right there. He gets to sit outside and he's just like, it was fake news.
A great movie.
It was fake news.
Like, that would be good.
Like, yo, Donald, you want this bus down, man? You want this bus down?
Shit.
You're the richest bum, but
I
yeah,
would
no.
like to see that.
Even he could create world peace. I just think that the consensus would be they would love to tell this man that he's fired.
Yeah, I feel
Donald
you on that.
Trump.
You know, that would
I
be
like literally, bro. I see the T-shirts in my fucking head right now.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, because you couldn't tell him he was fired before he had to get the job before he was fired. And this is a man who's never been told he was fired.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
You know, but speaking of the races, and not white, black, yellow, purple, Libertarian candidate and Republican candidate. The Libertarian candidate, I believe, was from Illinois, and the Republican candidate out of California. Yo, these platforms are straight up off the roof, man. Like the California guy is talking about like total white power. Your neighborhood should be 90% white. Libertarian candidate talking about pedophilia and pornography should be. Okay,
Legit.
is legit.
Jesus fuck.
So you want to talk about like, yo, there's some crazies everywhere.
Yeah.
And the California dude got enough signatures because of he was running unopposed, and he ended up with like 45,000, all because he was a Republican. So and I don't mean to blame Republicans on this, because I think we blindly just say as long as it's not this, and don't realize that, like, you know, this is some true shit, man. We might be like being like laughing now, but prior to the election, we're like, yeah, what would you rather have, cancer or AIDS, huh?
Exactly,
And well, here it is. Okay, you tell me which one I got, but I have a fucking terminal illness right now. Okay, and I'm happy about it.
You know, as long as it's not Kuru.
Kuru. Hey, I looked into Kuru. I don't want to bust the Kuru bubble.
Bust it.
But
if you
but
could
this
bust
is where
the Kuru, bust the Kuru by all means.
The how long you have to live once you have Kuru.
How long?
You got like 2 months top. I believe it was 2 weeks, but I'm giving 2 months for internet padding.
That's for people that live in that country with no money. So let's imagine someone like Hillary that steals millions of dollars off of shit.
No, well, see, I'm saying that's the other part where it makes it seem, I don't remember the movie, but yeah.
How is Kuru not a dance move? Like, come on, can you imagine that shit? And when do the Kuru.
Well, the Kuru is it's crazy laughing, out of control laughing. So it's a little bit of the Joker mix.
A little bit of a Tom.
That's what I
Tom
like.
Cruise on Oprah's couch.
Yeah. But think Joker serum. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like the Batman movies, Tim Burton, Joker serum, or the cartoons.
That's wild.
But it's scary though. It's crazy.
2020, bring it. I want to see what happens.
You
Hindsight,
know?
Like y'all said, let's do it.
Yeah, man, I hope we're there to see it, man. I enjoy living in this time. I'll say that, man. I think we live in a very interesting time that I enjoy experiencing and I enjoy talking about here on the 3-Piece and a Biscuit. And our hotline is 203-941-0045. You can call or text. It is, of course, free whenever. Call, talk some shit, call. Let us know that, you understand and you like what we're doing. Call if you want to shout out, if you got anything that you're doing. I know that you have a podcast. Hey, we'll promote your podcast too. Let us know what it is. So, episode 22, we're about to sign off. We're an hour and 10 in right now.
Yeah.
So, signing off right
there. 22 real quick. 22nd Amendment. Term limits. Like the show.
Hello.
Boys.
Yeah, man, but signing off here, Lil Mattress at LILMATTRESS on all social media, Spotify, all that. The music's out there. Go pick up the new album, listen to the new album, stream the new album, Pumpernickel. It's out there, man. Gonna have some new music out there soon as well. That's
right. Shout out Michael John at Chedda Mike. That's the Twitter. You find a link down below. Shout out to the Steam team. Shout out to the Google Plus squad. Shout out to YouTube. Although y'all be trying to, kill people's fucking rights and shit, but it's okay. It's gonna happen one day. It's okay.
And I am the rideshare idiot. Follow me on Twitter. Actually, just look up the rideshare idiot and hook me up. But that
You're
is
on Instagram too.
JUSTADRYVER.
Episode 22. Deuce in the boot.